people often ask when you're on television, oh, do you know these people who are on a different channel? Do you know these people who are on the radio? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But when you connect and there's a spark with somebody else who's on the air, they become like a really fun friend. And that is the case of Steve Hartline at Mix 104 in Cleveland. Somebody was asking me the other day about you and if you were as much fun as you seem to be on the radio. And I said, I think he's probably more fun in person than he is on the radio.
No.
Good to see
Julie,
you.
how are you doing?
See, now I can sit back and
man! Now listen, I was told, David Carroll told me there was a restraining order that I couldn't come in the new place. This is incredible.
Listen, you sent an email that said, can I please come sit in your pretty new studio? And I said, you're going to look great in our pretty new studio.
You didn't have to tell the people I invited myself, Julie. Thank you very much.
Well, you invited yourself for a very good reason, because sitting here humbly next to you is Josh Rogers.
Who? Oh, hey, how you doing, Josh?
Josh is a host of a show they have now on a new station, right? 101.3.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio.
So let me quickly tell you then, Josh is the host of our big local show. So several months ago, Brewer Broadcasting, my dear friends with Brewer, and of course they've got a wonderful group of stations, family owned and operated here.
Yep.
But they sold 95.3, and so the ESPN brand was available, ESPN Radio. And so we stepped in officially June the 1st of last year, and have had, Julie, just an amazing run with them up in Cleveland. So we have continued the ESPN Radio brand in this area. For your Chattanooga viewers, and maybe in North Georgia, whatever, they can go to ESPNCleveland1013.com, pick it up with a streaming. But yeah, I mean, it's been wonderful and just tremendous.
So what that means is if you go on the website, or can you download the app?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're in the process right now of building that app out into where it's going to be perfect for everyone. It will be available here pretty soon. Would love to come back on whenever it launches and really promote
Now he's
it
inviting
as well.
himself.
As long as your friendship
Absolutely.
stays, you can come back.
100%. And so, but right now we just tell everybody, hey, go to ESPNCleveland1013.com in your browser, and you can play it from right there. Also, if you have the MyMix 104.1 app, our sister station with ESPN Cleveland, you can download that app and you can play it from there as well too. So it's fantastic.
I'm sure that a lot of people watching are already aware of this, but many might not be, and this is going to be great news for them because y'all kind of have everybody on there, right, Josh? I mean, you've got the Braves, UTC.
Yeah. We have home of the Georgia Bulldogs, home of the Tennessee Vols, UTC Mocs, Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Falcons, Tennessee Titans, Lee University, Cleveland State, and then really kind of in southeast Tennessee, that north around Ottawa north, all of Cleveland, Bradley County, McMinn, Polk, Ray, all of those high school sports as well. And I'm probably sure I'm missing somebody. Knoxville Ice Bears are on there all the time as well. So it's fantastic. We've really worked hard on trying to make sure that we get as much sports as possible. And then with our partnership with ESPN, we're able to go in and pick up things like the national championship, the college football playoffs.
You'll have the big game.
We will. We'll have the big game in February, and
the big game.
Tons of NFL.
You know what we're saying.
Wonder what we're talking about.
We'll have all of the NFL playoffs and also the big game as well. And
hey, Julie, quick question.
Okay.
Why do we have this cushion here? What's going on?
Would you like a visual demonstration?
Please.
Okay. So these chairs, I tell you, when you talk to Steve, you never know where the conversation is
brand
going to
new.
go.
I
So
can't-
these chairs are deep.
Okay.
See? And
Yeah.
that's what inevitably happens.
So my wife will be
And you're
watching
supposed
this.
to sit up straight. So this is a lumbar pillow that's intended to help you, Steve, but if we're offending you, you can toss
No,
it.
it's not offending me
you
at
have
all.
to understand that, like, when he does a radio show throughout the entire morning, he literally sits in this rolly chair and it lays back so far that he can't even reach the
My
keys
posture's
to be able to change
Well,
anything.
in
So-
fairness, I will tell you that many men who come in, they don't like it. So they ditch it.
I know.
So
Oh, they do really?
very often it gets tossed.
I tell you
before
what, when we
air.
get on the air, I'm going to ditch
You
this
can
thing.
toss it. We're on the air. We're on the air.
Come on! Man!
Okay, wait. You made me lose my train of thought, but I do want to bring this back to something serious to your benefit for a minute.
Thank you.
Because, we rebranded not long ago. We're Local 3. We realized the importance of making sure that we cover local first. You mentioned kind of the Cleveland territorial reach of your broadcast, but then the online allows you to get it anywhere, but you're not losing that local, right?
locals first. And what the reason Josh is here, besides being the eye candy, is he's the host of our of the Drive, which is our 5 o'clock show. And of course, as we've learned in sports radio, afternoon drive is just so important. And Josh spearheads that. And man, they, in all sincerity, and of course Josh is a dear friend of mine, but they do a great job. They really do. And Josh, you can speak more to that, can't you?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm going to conduct the interview now. Go ahead, Josh. Tell me about your life.
Whenever your friend comes to you and says, "Hey, I need you to do a favor," always ask what that favor is, and don't ever just say yes.
Would that friend be Steve Hartline?
It would be. And so a few months ago, right when this whole ESPN thing was getting ready to be launched, I said, "Hey, I need a favor from you." And for the past 4 or 5 years, we've had our mixedtv.tv high school football rivalry games. And so I've been on there with Steve and our buddy Shelton as well, covering high school football, high school basketball as well. I'm stepping kind of out of that picture now, and he was like, "Hey, we want you to do a radio show 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever you want to do." So we started doing it.
Live here, sleep here. Yeah.
And you're just gonna, here's a microphone and a headset, and this is pretty much, there was no plan. And so for me, it was, how do we figure out to bring kind of the national down, but bring the local up? And we want to make sure that we have local coverage, whether it's high school sports, even youth sports in our areas, all the way through college, and then obviously professional as well, and how it affects Southeast Tennessee.
Okay, so 2 things I want to do before I say goodbye. The first thing, I want you to ditch that lumbar pillow. Toss it.
There we go. There we go.
Oh,
there we go. It's over.
Throw it towards the camera. Throw it behind you.
That's all.
Throw it behind you.
Nick, over to you.
There you go. Okay, and then here's where you can find them. 1013.com.
No.
What did I say it wrong?
Cleveland. 1013.com.
Jeez, that's long.
Yeah.
Say it again. ESPN Cleveland, 1013.com.
I know.
And then you can find Steve at My Mix 104.1. And maybe back here.
Yes!
Listen, go to our Facebook. That's easiest.
Okay. ESPN Cleveland.
Nobody cares.
Tennessee 1013.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You'll find it.
whatever.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Go Braves.
Ashley's New Year's sale ends soon. It's your last chance to buy more, save more with up to $1,000 off your entire purchase. Or get 0% interest until 2031 with no money out of pocket today. The New Year's sale ends soon at Ashley.
Does your home pass the smell test? It doesn't take a scientist to tell you there's a problem. Musty and moldy.